Wednesday, the 5th of February 2025, live on Aqua24 Radio, Aramapa Radio, and Aqua24 Radio GH with another edition of Bamaso. Around here, it's all about we deliberating on all possibilities with which we, as Ghanaians, would be co-creators and catalysts in the making of a very beautiful Ghana. Co-creators simply means our actions and our inactions are going forward to create that very Ghana that we want, and catalyst also in the sense that our actions and our inactions are weakening the better versions of others to also partake in the creation of a very beautiful Ghana. It is not enough to create your bit, but go a step further. You see, life is all about improving our excellence. So you may have gotten to the excellence of you contributing your bit in terms of your character, your actions, what have you. You need to also add that bit where you'll be able to activate the better version in other people as well. So that is what brings us here, and for us to work out this vision beautifully, we need to come using Ghana as our reference point. This is also on the grounds that if we want to think or we want to solve the problems of Ghana, we need to use Ghana as our reference point. If we use any group within Ghana as our reference point, we are rather solving problems pertaining to that smaller group. But we use Ghana as our reference point because all other smaller groups are part of Ghana. Yes, we can certainly say that when we are dealing with Ghana, we are dealing with all parts of Ghana. As simple as that. Just like, you see, when the whole body is functioning perfectly, all parts of the body are very, very well. We've spoken about this on several occasions, to the fact that when we don't even look at all parts of the body, your body does not look very nice, right? It doesn't. So imagine someone working on the upper self in the gym without considering the lower parts of the body, forgetting that when the upper part gets heavy, it is the same lower part that is going to keep holding that. So when we are working on even ourselves, we need to look at ourselves holistically. Likewise, Ghana. That is what brings us here. To this effect, you are humbly welcome to the Wednesday's edition of Bamaso. We call it the questions and answers version of Bamaso. And Chiaka say, Stronko, the Mudo, the Mupi, and come out. And there, Ukuda, February that also in Num, I think near Dunu in Num. Yapa Bamaso. Yapa Bamaso. Bani abetuatu ajune afa kwana yebetumi afa na Ghana afa ntoma pa efra aha yebehwehwe kwana yen yebetumi aye nneoma ama yenso yeneye etimi aboa ama Ghana akonkan anya no nko a ewie nso a yebehwehwe kwana yenso yebeye nneoma na afoforo nso Akenya womo Akenya womo very, very important pa ubese yenyina obi here motivation or inspiration one way or the other. So the area it is inspiring others, it is motivating others. That is what the catalyst part of your duty is all about. Toda no what na say na obusa ho say bia me ade me yi what am I igniting in others? Because my brother say yɛntumi ama yɛne yɛn no nso ignite something bigger in others yɛbɛkɔ yɛnim but yɛnkɔ yɛnim bebree so nti wɔ hɔ a na wahyɛ da abusa ho what am I evoking out of other people? What am I igniting of other people? Ɛbɛboa paa ɛbɛboa ɛne da yɛn nkɔm a yɛdi talking about the preparations that we need to make as we contemplate let's put it that way on changing the status quo. Baby we can't sacrifice. You see, the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the example, right? Sacrifice no sacrifice sacrifice this one indicate a bigger example unto others. And as we are working ourselves to the betterment of our dear nation Ghana, no, we should also realize whatever we are doing is also an example unto others. Pepe. And there we could questions and answers version of Bamaso. And let's just say, yeah, Babu is say a samba commune na I ye, papa. And Senene de can do a feeding at what medical quaba. Said the member doctors as I didn't to and then Nana Bediaco and Dr. Ebenezer Mufabwati, Messina Papa Yunti, Nananketia, Mema, and Pinfua Kukudami, Memo Makwaba. Saasuna Machia, Dr. Ting, on the United States of America. Doc, say, I believe all is well with you. And chia Dr. Jingu, and we saw a better joint. America for now, so Sam Safo, and also a better joint. Sam Safo, any da, or send him a message. He said, "Oh no, dear, he is willing." And I was okay. And you two things, so I will be able to die for Ghana, and I am willing to die for Ghana. I was saying, correct, and the composition you know very well because hey, when you say word back out of a sentence, no can change the meaning. So, until you're saying, so can mammy has me who I'm say, or can I'm willing. So, yeah, I'm so I'm willing. And you know, say you're pushing it, say you're pushing it, I say, he can. And you won't quite say, now, honey, we will say yes. Already Ankasa, right? It's Yanchi Uncle Sam. Sam Safo, United States. Yanchi patron. I know say patron am kwanso. I say anoman tuwa. Ojina ho. Ojina ho so dia. Kombede no. Komde no so dia. Owebuada. Obuada nso dia. Obaye chingene. Obaye chingene so dia. Uwa no bewu. Nti patron when him say yeka say patron enam kwan so ni nyina ye pa na yanchia United Kingdom for abi yanchia Bochairman yanchia adofo wala sika among the rest adofo United Kingdom na yanchia France for monarch for Kwame Jacobi champion for Kukudam Yinsu nyina enchia Ghana for ofa Chumberima o wa na champion any doubt here o wa hene se ye no yes na o he said ye o mene o wa hene edidi ye na you can certainly say said ye o wa hene ekana so you sometimes say asem no utimi twa asem na hu bi na ja de aye evidence so na de aye dance die o hwe say de o wa hene si kan asem na je nkrofo no they dealt with him on the grounds of his personality. So who the police think he is. Just say, hey, okay, we treat the FFA and no one alone. No, a diffuse, yeah, the case at stake. Because said you almost see how can I say, oh, yeah, no, yeah. Taxi driver be na kwa mo chain is a kwa mo gini says in right. Now, and also a bigger problem that we have in our country. A bigger problem. Just say, if you are in the upper class, and you can get away with things. So, you can get away. Dangerous. So, very, very, very dangerous. Now, you see, maybe me Kumasi High School for na me wufi train results. Na one of my godfathers, Mr. Usu Ernest Usu Bedu. No atena America kakra nti eja oba Ghana no. Na himself when he was just positioning himself very well. Now himself, oh no. Or train. Yeah, the name from United States na ja wo hu di obeye no. Now transporter car bi wo ho. To ye na dwen say on trafifi on trafifi sa nti wo de bebo trotro kakra, right? Na wo de bo trotro na tese obi hia mate. Obi hia mate. Nti kudi mate kakra. It was a lovely experience. Lovely experience. Meeting a lot of people, learning new things on the job, learning to speak to passengers. Sometimes, I think I remember one day I said something to one passenger. Actually, no, na passenger now no you're wrong, because of how I handle things, about fra. I feel no use and the way I was handling things, as a way of diffusing or non forms why and finally of an hoodie ubia ya foot ya codium also call obisi or tech and so dear ene odium bo nyepe na yedru tech na sia was the bu codium papa any mama balance na oh ya chinchina my some can say na making you, but it's all part of the learning, I learned out of that. Now when that call apostle a cheer apostle for cheer so we need to a trotro driver irrespective of who you are or your trotro driver. Nti omuni keke kana na say they were gearing towards or tilting towards say me boss on fire season kakra emma one day was there season nyade a wode be mo muda nti de be wi an say say ne say almost why am from so there wo fire enko police station na onko my charge sheet ne enko court ampa bosifu yi edwen say papa no wemre say ne enko police station enko ja bosifu yi 2k yi ja mate me akire honom na bosifu abozifo mnyenu omle me boss te front na me techire ho no kudu ho wom se inti wo se yanko inside na ya bedu ha na ne be dey wom hwa because no kwase me wom and say on say Ghana system no say wo officer na wo de charge na aba no you should also be in court, so to also be part of the proceedings, the officers no share asem be court ye be fra asem ya court na almost was aba no ya take one off the road uni road so unya cash ni bi so to omo dwen sa ramification no so let's go back na ja on my sa ko si omo ba bia omo fa na and will be called the baby. She say, Uncle Ye said you almost depend on him. Say, I can say in their minds, they were also saying say time am ye ne edi papa yechi ede ne ba ha ya wa ma ye hwe nya hwe bi kura he gina ho no mu anka nya be trotro ada trotro drivers bi eji kakra efri wo mu nsem right trotro driver dey so on say the omu si ye no wo mu dey over call all length to test you, to push you any anu trotro drivers no so no eja sisi anu wo yo enti wo gine time sa no na the says I will be on the cross. I don't know bia untimi mo dinya says ya inteja say 20 bia na 30 bia for the man na wakoto aso akonanim na ya na refi say all those things no and a fuel the inability of law and order to fully function within our society. Nti wa hne ya no ne ka fefe opposite for no hwe ne ka fefe no afi say okay there for ne te say no kra no it was making say bribe no e be kono nim kakra but o wa hene so there went ya bribe bia no so o mfa court nti asem no ye di ne kwan ho am o wa hene efa no ho di yo o wa hene next time ya fa trotro kuchi trotro e wo ho na kuchi taxi wo ho na he say the same treatment that you got is what you get na make I say it's one of the problems we have in our society, not just Ghana, I mean in any world say if the law become a respecter of person it's a big issue. I remember United Kingdom minister bia no driver and who jump say jump red light or so on your driving offense be nya driving offense no yes so pushy offense no dia ama na yire ya hwehwe mu a yehu say da bi akwa we nya sa na tie no adia mra ne ye no wokrom ha no no a hu say yes one who say yes. I think Sherry Blair, that's right, Tony Blair, the who can he say or also train ticket asem also yachino amfana ho anche no kura debi amfana ho anche no kura catch it say just like our actions and the bigger our actions and our inactions the bigger the sacrifice, so and the bigger example nti yachi mame Sherry Blair it's a big example in the society. Say hey my friend, don't mess with our a big example that they are afufro nyina wa hene afa ho adidie nemum next time wa follow law very well na enkoba say afi wo muso a wo memre na they will let you go away because of your personality wo muso anto form sa right yo yenchia Spain for be ma bene wa arantipa impum to say I believe all is well with you and the family. Be ma bene wa bodina na ensem na mitrim so ko be ma bene wa oye very vocal so very vocal. He speak so strongly about what the on the I don't think say more of NDC, more of John Mahama, what John Mahama is coming to do. Which I love it so much. But I'm not so hard once again. The Nkasayemu should also urge John Mahama to be able to do what Benewa thinks John Mahama is capable of doing. I bet you, by the power within us, the power of the source, the presence of the source within us, so there is nothing that if we want to do for the development of our dear nation, we cannot do. We can certainly do it when we allow the power within us to express as our lives. When by our own choices we don't allow the power of our source to express in and through us, honor challenges be you face war yes, and correct. When Bema Benewa is so confident of the faith the source power has in itself for creating John Dramani Mahama is in order, right? But as to say, we will also be catalyst. And then Ura Nanado, our former president, or say, may spectators, citizens, just say we should also be catalyst in the activation of the good in other people. And when we are able to by our actions and our inactions, push John Dramani Mahama to express more of the source presence within him, we will enjoy our dear nation Ghana. Let me tell you, the fact that he may not be part of a smaller group that you belong to doesn't stop him from being part of the whole. Now, when you say he's still part of the whole, and then we need to support and by our actions activate a better version of him. Now, Ronaldo can't say any citizens and spectators name say I can't want them what they profess is not what they are expressing in their feeling. So what they are transmitting is not what they say. And he also any citizens, but our citizens penance are some case here. And so yaba so that density and it bema asam kese eda also asam kese eda also papa so get on with it. The achia bema bnewa wi na achia of abodi also in Spain of abodi one ohukani na of abodi still our country mo asemu oja oyire kama ana akwakotra Belgium ana Holland mienhu na intimi ma won ma enu aba ne mo fra no ho nkire wo musa right amachi dede o say ayomboye nyono ai adia osika obesen no wo mu ene wo body no be ama wo mu difference room enti no akwa hwe wo if you haven't done so yo ya chi adofo e wo Spain ewie die encha Bombardier obusomfo so ene bibi omo Finland encha omo nyina se ene da eja samwa e be kan say adofo mienu bi a o introduce omo to the show. They also listen to Yejumedi yenchia wo mu yenim wo ndin die enzo yenchia wo mu embanifo kase mienu a eja samwa edimu ba Yejumedi so yechia mo you see ye ko party a wo ma ne din pa chese wo de wo ye party can say party animals can say womono enwom no nya hyasia straight away womono etimi di kan be si wo ayi so dance floor no so na womo di asa womo de womo man womo de anse womo ba be di asa na enkrofo bi nso wo honom a so womo charge wo kona honom saa womo charge wo kona ho saa nti enwom no kiki womo na afi no womo edge towards the dance floor very well so to womo charge wo kona home charge wo kona ho no dada womo no mo ba se make wo what dey say wo ko party aya wo hu bi so dance wo kona ho saa ti finally even say what TSC floor even so one ma be dance wo kona ho saa right said here openi no introduce you Jumedi abamono when you dance in that corner na maba kabi amaye so na ma Jumedi no aye de kama enti ye be chia mo ewo I believe say mo so mo France on mo yo dia kan nyina sauti ani ya misrewa you are part of the entire family We may not be able to mention all the names. And Chiano, Yadama Bibia, Ubian Zoom. Once again, Yantua continue. So, Nanaye, Asembusa, and Anui. We started talking about the status quo yesterday. It was a very interesting topic. Several revelations came along the way. Now, yet was the realities of changing the status quo. Say, being serious, me boy. So the realities of changing the status quo. And the questions and answers. Now we can simply ask ourselves, what are the realities of changing the status quo? The realities. And say, of a chum can sim was say, oh, cool, we must wa. I was say, Boabo, who Suani maybe cacre freeze our man, our cosono. Na okwa, nature say, Bibia are more pusa, I know so surprising. So, until you learn about the realities, no. I remember, Emra, me free Ghana, called German Fufro. Na mashame a freak ataribi, right? Na me jacket. Oh, ashame me luggage mu. Oh, luggage e kofom. Na ja abrante pa. Me ko Germany, me ni aje kwabro chiri. Kwabro chiri. Tim jacket na chefom. Na ja mafo aeroplane na jam jacket ne wo form na ye bedru by winter October mu ko drew Frankfurt na me pie ye hey bladi masam kese na make na wo twame na wo twame akopem say me saka me luggage no kra no say me opening my luggage to get my jacket no kra no so akoya mebre na ana me hu said there be baby am ko no awo ho enti I need to make sure my jacket is close to me so ti oboaboa ho towards the changes ahead of you sa pepe enetie the realities of changing the status quo when we understand say these are the realities of what we want to do. Who realities now, it will be able to tell us if we are ready for the change that we are asking for. And I say, we are not. It will tell us, are we ready for the change that we are looking forward to? Because changing now, remember, it's also working with the law of cause and effect. So, when we look at the realities very well, it will be able to tell us if we are ready in itself for the change that we are looking forward in the status quo. So what are the realities of changing the status quo? No, any assemble one, you can watch them any day. Young Kwahumano so, Dr. Dingo Aba, your man acquire one kakakra and Sunday am for chum. And so Abem. Dr. Dingo, what him in can Bamaso?
I can guess your papa's money now. What is it?
Nyamiano Boko, who's where?
Boko.
Good.
Boko, which you are doing of a chuma bantino of a check us in
good one there. Watonka. And see, I'm quitting him. Nah, anyway, I'm not going to say.
I'm not going to Boko. So we can say you buy and see who rebel Jonas and I'm guy.
Said the idea be a hurajo.
Zanity.
Tiajuana.
The obey. Oh, Rebel said the idea, the obey in the oil. He said the American say, oh, if you have a corrupt leader, soldiers, or bar, the unknown oil, say, he tried to put what corrupt people are in place of positions here, they will what foster corrupt ideas. I don't know what is going on right now. But time hotel. So they say because untimi ma na oba CIA, FBI, and everything now. You want to what? Fire everybody over there. Why? I mean, what's the reason why you want to do that? Because they investigate you and answer. But the Americano, if you vote for corruption and purpose money, you get what you vote for. So they say, and also the tariffs. Everybody they have you on the bachelor. Now they're channel with them. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, once I hear we can say, you manager put your food on the table for your family there. Personally, everything is in good. Everything no, are you okay for us now? No. Your person will be no, be German because Senra, what is all cancer? Gaza Strip no no. Every pa Sagwa radio, yeah, crook say that I bet you what to. Gaza Strip no. Or say, or Pamo, you falling everyone, Palestinians, you know. But man is Martin or Anamontin on promo.
Mate.
You might be see a apartment or be sure. Also, another thing, I didn't say about Kopio just to make money. That's it. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't matter. So that's it. Because although other world leaders, say, or maybe the dictators, now Putin, no, who's capable of France or something. That is what he sees himself say, Professor Oye, America want to be a dictator. Now where they now or enrich himself and then the family. Soldiers. But that's what is going on now. It's yeah. So an American say, hey, Papa Smiley, they be American. If you don't have a faithful leader, no matter what, your country, it won't go anywhere. What is it? Now you look at America, you see, say, moral values is going down now. Because now they don't care anymore. It's about who can lie more to get into power, and then promote their agenda for them. That's it. You don't care because I mean sometimes when someone say, how can a convicted felon to vote for a convicted felon? Then indicted Prime Minister Netanyahu, SSR. You might imagine two criminal heads, Papa Smahi. Any good thing can come out of it. From a meeting, at the Papa beat me from about. Papa Smahi.
Yeah, Dr. Jingo, I'm listening.
Yeah, Mrs. Ango for me, Mushia, Netanyahu, Trump. If any good thing can come out of it. Oh, yes, yeah. A commented fellow on indicted a prime minister. But that is how people find them, they see them, and then that's what they are going to get. And Papa Smiley in America, we are enjoying it. Right now, I'm hitting the road, But me back eco school, we drive about 2 hours. It's in technology in hands free, and I'm an worker. It's a friend of Elon Musk. It's on access to amount for all the data, social security near there. So they will be any because Donald Trump, that is what he wants. And Papa Smart is often yes, I told you here. And you can call money. Yeah, there's so we can say, hey, we can the Koba idea and found Kabi Benyabia on the day. Yeah, so the Chrome of 1 1. Depending on governments, benefits near the adeno. Oba be dey. Oba be kwashi ni nyina na ma omo no. Most of them so na two man no. So just say. Is oba be dey. Oba be eliminate almost 30 Department of Education. Yeah. You know we are watching. Personally. And you question be more ana. Na question be na daw.
And send them Anna with it was just obviously the intro. But we were talking about the realities of changing the status quo, right? The realities of changing the status quo. And that's why me wa. Say the Ephesians chapter 6. I'm more of God who sends them.
Hey.
I say how me wa. Ephesians 6.
Yeah, put on the whole amount of God. Best plate of righteousness, this and that. Word of God.
Thank you. You
sabi. Ephesians chapter 4. So they are catch your amount of virtues.
Enti enkoma na edi nyina na yebusi ho ahowo a wose yeyo say ye pese yetimi esesa status quo no on a progressive path ahobo abe na wose yeyo enti no ye toa so na mum na no ye man twist kakra talking about the realities of changing the status quo. So the I mean, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Yes, I can.
So the more multiple we can cause I to.
And
once me bansa to the bansa ne kan on. Na ne to na kakra.
I mean, sometimes you know, we may profess we want this, we want that, but we may not be necessarily ready for what we are asking for. So, and when we know the realities very well, it will be able to help us to size ourselves and know say na cry kasa every now and then we kasa fidie so say pese boy man say ba na cry am say ready. We don't know the realities of what we are talking about. And what are the realities of changing the status quo? Dr. Jingo, me and you.
Papa Smiley, you have to have a renewed mind. So what I say, if you don't have a renewed mind, Papa Smiley, you can't do anything. So, Ntina, Apostle Paul Kaje, Romans chapter 12. What's the only name the power? Papa Smiley, bet my camera,
what's it? I
Romans chapter 12, verse 1 to 3. No,
okay, what
you conform to this word.
Romans 12 say.
Yeah, chapter 1.
Okay, twice na me be na making camera twice. Why?
Yeah, so just you know, renew mind. Now, how do you get a renew mind? So that's it. Tell me, because say, we know if we don't have faithful leaders, what's the BIPC no enkusiaga, because the leader no or no that person is not a faithful leader. So that's it. Because if you are faithful,
okay, all right, Dr. Jingo, are you ready? So are you ready? Yeah.
Okay.
So the Alpha King James me what?
Answer no Bible back up.
Now, I was saying on the Bible. Let us say Bible. No, what was the original version of the Bible or the original language?
I don't have for me. I don't. Original no, you show no English. You have a Greek and Hebrew. But translation is all. So see because of the upper can Hebrew, dear mommy. I would say
1 second. So, cause King James in one Bible, right? Then na person say then or because or no so translate from from
but me say King James and the Bible you translated to English language yeah papa.
Okay papa to you, yes sir.
Yeah, to me, I take it. You know,
okay.
Because all other translations, you know.
No worries. Making can means why?
I mean that's.
Also, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not
Reasonable
conformed
service.
to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Mintuaso.
Oh, there you cry. So they say, or say you may prove what is what good, right? Acceptable and the will of God. Personally, so if you are a leader, right? Yes, you do see how no more. Now, if you have that renewed mind now, that is what you are going to work on. You are going to prove something now which is acceptable and then the will of God. In the will of God. So just say, you are not going to put people Papa Smiley. They are not faithful to their constitution. Edibu Omano. And I say, Ajumano, the policy and procedure, and what Ajumano now you have to follow to what? To function as a worker, or as an employee, in that position. That's all. So that's what we need. People with renewed mind. Because say your old ways, was what? Was bad ways. So there's a wicked ways. Say minister, a catch yourself Kokosi school dying, Kokoya Quine, Koko say. That's a amount budget, your amount say this assessment. I won't say, oh, this project, it will cost us $2 million. Let's say the amount, that's a old the moon, 1 million, Echo Koyesa Jumana, Papa Smiley. Do you have a renewed mind? Are you faithful? Are you faithful? South Asia, and that is the country we are living in Ghana, and then even so many places. So because they are there, they are not faithful to anything. All they want to do is to be in that position to serve themselves and their cronies. That's it. How can somebody on your Juma department not still an OGP or in that department? Can you believe that? That person is not on the department, but he was on the payroll of the department.
Okay, all right. Now, Ansana, you have a call for chum. So I say, quotation I'm making kind of the pa. But I know say when we try to do so quotation now, and send be free maba. Or say be renewed. Oh. And as a renewal of the mind. Right? Then can you talk us through where we begin with the renewal of the mind? Where do we begin?
You have to be safe. So I say that's why I go there. Because Philippians say, let this mind be in you. With their mind, the mind which Christ has, So I say, when you have the mind of Christ in you, Papa's mind, that's where you have a renewed mind. Right? Because now, you see that you are not going by your conscience. Because your conscience, it will tell you what is good and what is wrong or what is bad. But because of that renewed mind, you are going to choose what is good for you to do. So I say, maybe I can the conscience across the GPS direction Papa Smiley, Udru stop sign and can't just say stop sign light now so red. So I say, and can't show, but who do all so red? Where they who apply the brakes, no agenda. So I say, because of knowledge, say you have say it's a red light, even though the GPS is telling me to go So I say, and what apply brakes, because of the knowledge, say it's a red light, so you have to stop. That's it. And Opa, you can override it. Opa, unyina. So what you say? So when you answer, so you see the consequences. And also when you accident, and I say, obi in car boom, and I say police be, baby, obey day, obey you for passing red light, and then that's why you pay for the consequences. You know, sanity. It when you have the renewed mind now, you know the knowledge you have. Say, hey. Adia Shamin say, I have to make sure say I am doing the right thing for the people, to benefit the people. So just say, ain't whatever situation be say me a manager, say me a laborer, say me a messenger, I will make sure say I am doing the right thing. Ain't you have all the knowledge. You have all the information. Then you apply what? That's why wisdom comes in. Application of knowledge. That is wisdom. So, but if you want to be greedy, if you want to be this, you go there. You want to what? Enrich yourself because you think that when you have all the money now, and you have the status in the country and also in the society now want to know in ebano ajumana ebano na amanfo hu a na kuto but your ways and means now odinya sa ade na manyina no your corrupt ways, so but they are praising you because that is where the world is heading towards now. People love what? Money. People love themselves more than the word of God. Because the word of God, when it is in you now, right? And it's gonna make you wise. Said it, Paul catch Timothy. Was it from your what? From your youth? Why you have learned the word of God, which is able to make you wise and save you from all those so many things. So, and if you have renewed mind, you have the mind of Christ in you, who was what? God, but where they or humble himself, such as to come and die for us. You have that money in you, your service to mankind, your service to your neighbor, your service to your town, your service to your city, your service to your region or your country, personally, you will do it so that you will get the praises of God. It's not kind of, so whether you eat or drink, whatever you do it to the glory of God. So we a minister, we a chief, we a headmaster, whatever you are doing, we're making sure that you are doing it to the glory of God. You don't go and take bribes. You don't go and destroy water bodies. You don't go and do this to affect the people you are serving.
Yo, Dr. Jingo.
First.
That's na said me kind quotation ama it entails a lot. Na dealing with the mind is a very complex and a very dicey adventure. I say obi abodam no. In fact, a lot needs to be done for that person to begin to change their ways of thinking. And you see a renewal of the mind, Nibia, about them, you renew mind now. I quite say, refresh your computer, and I say, restore computer to factory settings, and then we start to install new stuff on it. It doesn't happen just with a flip of a coin. Your computer cry, I thought that I run slow among other things. So why didn't see be our reset and I say, oh, you want to do certain things to get it running quite well. It takes a lot. So I'm here to say we should renew our minds. But what more we need to do? The practical steps, the baby steps that we can take gradually to begin to renew our minds. Thank you very much, Dr. Jingo. Intie Ofakofi Chumberema Kakra, and then we go to Sam Safo also on this issue. Do Chum, so what time can Bamaso?
I'll drink Casio.
Good. Ofa, na boko there.
Me ho ye pa. Me ho ye. Say, mo so mo ho ye.
Ofa, nyame adom yesu ye ho ye pa. Em say
Big man, how? Big man is in town.
Ah, yeah, I know he's in town. He's in town.
The big man is in town. Yeah, Casada behind.
Yeah. I know he's in town. Yeah.
Every day, yeah, Casada behind.
Yeah, he's in town.
Good.
Yo, Ofa. Yeah. The about to see ye so. The about to say ye na yen come ye talking about the realities of changing the status quo no. Akoy say abrantia wo pese wo ware ana say abrantia awarefo a wo mo pese wo abom mu so pese wo mo wo ba no, right?
Okay.
Ibu kura ho no ya wo mo nim so wo mo wo beto diapers so ebi ananya enye na ka kire say eye friend say gama we former Minister of Education. And I saw no Minister of Education me boy. Bibi Ami. What the na the aka na be no okay.
My the Kaiser statement you call kind
Yeah, Mustafa Hamid. Mustafa Hamid, right? I mean, say, they may want to step up into an adventure, but they don't even know the realities of what they are getting themselves into. So, we are still on the issue of changing the status quo, but today it's more about what are the realities of changing the status quo. So we will be able to say, hey, this is what is ahead of us. This is the kind of preparation we need to make going forward, and then we can certainly take our steps towards that. Into offer, no.
Mate, yo me that say. Nkomo we there em say efa ye ne ayewo ebibimam mu afo pa because ye no ye take bibia for granted. Ye ho ye mpese ye bedwene akoye nim. Na me so de ha me pa no say metaka say abrabo wo hoi. Ye bo ekoye nim. As we grow, we should be making progress. Ye the end there. Oh, ye wo mindset we say I say we are not proactive in our thinking and reasoning. Debia nyame betre nyame beye nyame no so obi anhu no me de minim say nyame wabo ewiase na wi ene nyame wobo ye nse ne seso according to the Bible into the knowledge you know ahye yitrim ye nyina ye pepepe divisions aba we che we ye nipa no ye evil mind na chese we che we kaka obi anchen obi it depending on the way you reason and the way you think, you know. Then but nipa do no pi ye na ye tuntum for no. We are lazy in our thinking, lazy in our reasoning. A business said, no, last week, and come over by it, say, who free Ghana to coin to other places, I friend of greener pastures. One, Kadepapa Mupahadi, you must have some knowledge about the Rebia walk on, at least the geography, the language, a little bit of the culture. And there are many good templates. There are a lot of information about. Say will be able to phone also no YouTube, Google. You get information about what person call Australia. You get to know something about Australia. So wonder why you are just saying we bring information here. Near the tea Bibiana Yama Ketas say you call Abuchi near sorry near now. Who got some Abuchi so and the last week thereby a papa with them your better White House or pump one more in papers. See, let me say, you bet you are reducing the stress, by why you want to figure out what's America there. You must know, say, why you're in Qatar and it's now. Well, when you're quite more, the priority power is over in Qatar. But, young crop because of the quality of our reasoning, the quality of our thinking, will be better than the move 5-10 years. If you can get away, no, dodgy, but Papa ya obey on say also not dream or trouble be we hear some psychiatric evaluation or can be able to and say woman make quick example say minister be can say when you say we are more worry na when you say who we are and son what dream baby who be just talk a baby pad no need them never oh so again also a borders on the quality of our reasoning, the quality of our thinking. These are things that you must plan ahead. So you will need a baby diaper, be needy feeding bottle, and your baby in quantity you will be a user. But will be a public servant, can you move away Minister of Education or Assembly. You see, it's a clear example of how poor our thinking and reasoning is. Sassam and Ukraine Jansen Nim. I border some stupidity, pure stupidity. So, waka. Enti, BBIA, we are planning ahead of time. And nobody reduces any problem that will be on. Wouldn't mean 100%, but would think ahead, now planning ahead there. You reduce all the possible problems are ahead of you now. You reduce it all. A few cases, you can you clear all the problems in your field. Because what's thinking ahead? What planning ahead? So into a question on the by understanding, people must begin to think ahead. America probably can say when you dream, you must dream big part the American dream. One year be ahead of time because you got a thinking cap. I don't know. One year the sana black people there will be beyond we drew who we and was starting to think. We don't think ahead. It's a problem for me before. I don't know why young Kwan you be able to I don't know. But I'm saying with this educational way and area will be here there. We should begin now. A top priority say yes, society we must begin to think ahead because we are seeing Corona. It will be as it's about 195 or 97. One more year program, one more thinking ahead, 1 more year invention. Your name so. Young Kwan before I had the you took quite cool crew. See a copy baby. If she capa, she share a form her. If you have got another, I'm saying, who took a form car 30 for them say, go do show. But you need machine a little too, never. So we'll be to baby a good one. Some say, I machines, some fine, no excavator machine. So that is how we should tackle it. We must think and plan ahead. Me are changing, let's get to what's near the. I didn't draw the tree and son would begin to know we should think ahead of time. So I don't know. It's not about from 1 year.
I'm say
I'm thinking ahead. So
you now offer. I'm so yeah, okay. Your mindset, and also what's in beer, maybe what?
Yeah.
Na sa mindset I can't want to me. And no cry no. You just say how is it formed? Now you changing so I can't be as near befa. I changing no. So
okay. You're changing it, yeah.
And there be you can how that mindset is formed because from the mindset come the way we do our things. What is in the set of the mind? So ya bo hon komo wa hase ya share psychology wa hapa enti
cultural setting
enti you how it is formed, and then if we want to change it in so where do we begin from? Why
yeni ano enyeman pio ho ya na ye tai wo kra wo fidie so ya yes education da wo friend na head na ye programming ya na nipa do no adwene ye o say ya brofo na ye nsa ya na ya fan wholesale sa ya na me problem kakra wo no so bibi ti say abrofo no de ebia de wo mo de school aba ye a part of the world wo mo de bible aba amasi see na ye bibia na ya no she say what has a black people for bible no ye na ye tro ye the way our churches are trained one share you see how fake we are. And nipa you're sorry by force because you don't know a shot idea white and tuma white no tam babla kucha was sad na you remember no na omo kucha for them. Okay. Okoba no What's the Bible number 2? One came with that, when you be next Sunday, no, as Alpha. Now, the Yakran say, was most of us yesterday, if you are your friend of passenger house, compound, if I hold on, I think I die with you. If you come, I mean, what you will be with your woman yaka, Yankasa. Now, Bible and Titianos, Baku, woman, Yanko, say, love your neighbor as yourself. And we'll be quiet about your fatiano. And if I know quite so and so one will be on the TV, a yaka, and casa. And way, how does it fit into the so-called Asorana Christianity now? Or Yentiasi, or Yenti Bible teaching, not see the principles, say, will be by your body. Yes, I even paid the member that will be your body. We are one year, not with their champs, so young couple, but young fine check. Mati Obikra, what catch young with all the train. I mean, pass Soraba, the Cobabu, them no way. One man who won is all could chapel, no point belly out. Just a chapel all couldn't a Christmas be a time or quaba. I've been with be will be at them with your Abonacotia by Chetiemu. That's a fake, and yet, young general the way I yet, and no meaning Brunia or Chay say. When I say, wouldn't a yaka, wouldn't a continue. I don't believe they are broken. So, Nanka, I dare me assuming now. A yes, also assuming. But the principle, say, Yakopo on the 10 Commandments, an attempt to bring social cohesion in society. And I am breaking it down, say, thou shalt not steal. Would do young one who we are not there. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Would do we neighbor, uncle fan here, fan baba. Thou shalt not blaspheme. Can gossip, can call for himself. It's Nina, Nina, Kabuma. That 10 Nina, a pillar in front of love. So when you love your neighbor, won't yet any of the 10, just a any edge one, just a don't woman edge one. Love your neighbor as yourself. I don't know I'm assuming no. And yet your physical presence say, wash your time to me fita or chance up on Sunday. No. And yeah, maybe out you feel when in can now try walk out of she's now church. Walk by a ube piano, we neighbors are known to Uno Biancasa, Uno Mayaka, Uni Diatem, and Yam son. Yenian, your social setting, your whole year. Not even say between our love with your neighbor as ourselves. Yes, and I'm penning for Krakase. One more Casabica. Who fruit their part and you piano. It is when we try to do things for ourselves, and once in your couple at the blessings be by a quip, now boy and your cook. Now, they're larger than near to say, Bibian and Coupon is a baby, my but bumpires and radi. The same original book we are seeing now. They are not waiting for God to come and do anything for them. Woman, dreaming. A computer, make us an iPad, good in a year. Baby, I will never be a boy. Come back, so many Wi-Fi near Casa. A cabin phone quad and Katie William, they think who see near to Tonguena. Quasasemsa, ye bibia, young say what dream, but you see, Nina, Brunina, Yamai, on the office canoe at Tongi, and I'm a chair about to be a no Casas. Atadi, Shemi, and Paboy, share mobile phone, which are iPhone in a Brunina, car with Timuna. I look prayer, ye Timu, ye Cobain, I said Bruni, ye. Nanya Sanka, I bet them to have a copy, a brooch. So, and never be out and yet a honey who's won't to be Nancy. Yeah, it's just something, and you're more proactive. I bring to be with me and your money. So, I'm saying, no, ever boy, we are saying. So, Sana,
Yo, what I'm saying, one other dimension of one somehow kind of say, Obrolina, yeah, iPad in a safe way. I'm saying, so, several ramifications. Obrolina also iPad in your friends say.
I quite sure who cry. Oh, you know, whatever, to see.
Steve Jobs, not Ghana. Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
On set. When,
oh, yeah, well, 67 as I said.
Now, components now, what iPad, Nina, on the
Debbie. Say, a bit of natural. Stones will be a while every Africa how. What baby wish? I mean, the America and in Russia, what my superpowers, you know, because one more bomb by a friend of nuclear bomb, atomic bomb. Was the first one? One to Japan, so the 3rd of August 1945 second war ended stop war na etuo no dey say etuo na ano no a detonate ana ekum nipa pie no eye atom no the raw material no so ho inya free Niger town bi our friend Agadez Sahara Desert wo and ebi nso Angola just Africa hayawo so ho the whole world no so we say Niger so French for na colonize ho French for the 2 years and a second world war the American scientists and we develop the first atomic bomb and ye to Japan for so and a test run and the Kumnipa P Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's the first bomb when I threw a nuclear bomb in so Africa for need to be thinking afar there. The people in 1945 to now, it's almost 70 something years. Yet I wanted to Africa, so idea bomb. Yen Kutaye, idea no Kutaye or Africa or Niger. And yet, Tiani Koka, Nidi Wache, and Passasam Qua. Kwame Kubasumi and Kaya, whom near superpower and be a bit to me. Yanu see it, Kwame Kwa, dictator, I am Pamno, ye Pamno, Africa, ye Mobo, ye Pisca, near Dimika, Ecosrisca. Having go Uncle Swiss can be that. African came with nuclear bomb and Kuba crowd near will be atomic atomic reactor. Russia for Nikita Christo would be brave. Nankadia can say, the Bayan Edumaka Krebi, Beshano, the Kofabi free Niger, near that Nanka, Ghana, ye were bomb. And now I see I for the time to call it. And Steve Jobs, iPhone, and never be a shame money here in now. A free Africa, Roma, Africa, Yakopo, 1 year, bro. Here, Ghana, Chroma, for you two gold over 100 years in AGC, more than 100 years. Koko of Washington Township, or any in Temu, said the whole time.
Of our
yes, sir.
Now, when I talk about the components now, I'm going to say, materials, no said it be free Africa.
The good running now, yeah.
But I don't say, to say, you're far aeroplane now. The whole aeroplane is not manufactured by one nation.
There pass different way free Africa boom. Yes.
It's no. So okay, say Adiana iPad now use Obrunina. That's why I want to find out. So Obrunina and your friend is there because when you go deeper, you realize you say there are other people of color. They are part of the making of iPad. It's the bottom line is it is made by people who have decided to use their mind to do. But then necessarily Brunina,
but there be what kind of awesome over to a country being quite hard, but what country will be a to say, real, dear, a tear to say, when you ate me, Okofa, I components and kitty free baby now the bar. So more idea patents, 1 year, woman, she says, and maybe or and I was above the woman, she and woman intentum. So one of my whole is she other cultures. One way she and woman pie, we are so for first a Greek for. And a culture wouldn't say Britain or TCCA. A Jariasa said bathroom so Titipano mid-century Europe. Now English for no moon. A Barcelona won't fear London. A Roman Julius Caesar time, Roman Empire time. And I'm Britain, a Bap, one now WC who said the old transfer and no flash neck. Woman start here a year and a be of Britain. Mimi Kwame Babuchi, 1972, 53 years ago. Most homes in London, not London, not bathroom in your home. Now you could carry over tower. Now carbon to be 100 years. You see, you or no, I could carry no one antiaba. Yes, television here black and white. One walk color pan, one year crazy. I say and send a color television. Say a jarry pan or massa. And now if you saw a bathroom woman London, maybe time no meter a boho. The meter. Who pays you share only 10p? I should meet a new children. Na kutu na wabu bucket bako na wenya hot water. Now I'm ready say let me jarry winter time power me 10p ashim wenya hot water bako. Me fear go srawo. Na me say bu piem. Say na nsu nyunko na eba na me fear me di bu me tisu fear go masa. Come here two afam problem. I walk pa me fear go me ho. So ho. Nti say wo se wo ma yi sade nti abrofo no wo ma yen hihye ya Woma collaborate with other nations, other cultures. Woma can you boom? A year near my neighbor be inti. See Jobs here what the iPhone buy. Yes, components, materials, it be free, huh? It be free, huh? It be quite Woma koto a free Niger. Near the never be a cajon, near a Fabio, be a Greece, it be your friends, the cabo muria. company no aya iPhone there a Steve Jobs or partner akobika woman na yom dia woman pass e bi fia no ye mo omdi ye tu omuka e scanner ye woto wotu awaka enti wonu ni bibia ye biem no aye mra wo say iPhone bia no e say who part search anywhere or available data because it's Steve Jobs who created that company no and wonu uja wo hoye and so e dey make kan wonya bi fia Africa for either so father by force. And I say, "Well, Huska." Therefore, you don't come in again. And say, "Oh, come." What you are there?
All right. I know, sir. You are just using a matter of law, right? Which is very, very debatable as well.
Okay.
Now, and maybe are you by implication saying that the black man is not invented anything? Just even the one will go by what you are saying now.
Oh, that mean kind of said you can you one not what kind of sir. Me no say black man I invented bibi dia. Here money there will be a hunu nem kwala ensuan. Oh, Bible no says obi anu a wo so kanea no dey say table as wo so kanea. Who dey see table no so now brighten the whole room. So they will can them say bibi phone so black man ayi bibi. Why are we so silent about that? Ni en kan obi anti bi. Me say inimbi wo da wo nimbi. Can be a more degro ye.
Who black inventions? You don't know some.
Oh, near Cabinet, me honestly, me.
So when they say they will Google, they will call Google.
And now, young one who degro ye. Once I sell it be a horror, fine. But we are not making noise. Young quality crowd to do ye more, and I be a seminar, meaning the mammy fine sure. But I see a bot the rule now will be a who say, not ye who say. You mean say in the 60s, Nipa beat say James Brown, and they did well, almost to tone through music. And the culture said, "Say it loud, I'm black and proud." Oh, what to know, baby? Yeah, James Brown say, "Well, you're a great activist." Yeah, what man said, "We be need to hear one fast war." So, what you did the power and tools will be what Trump no art and music. Yeah, you Trump began all over the world. He made the noise so much noise. The black man is also Kwame Nkrumah Kebi. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. But apart from that, Martin Luther King can say the black man when you walk from Montgomery, Alabama into Washington. Well, see, there will be a time when the black man will be respected not by the color of his skin, by the content of his character. Wakika says and nobody to your bone team or say you come on the shut up. So and I will make one way. Malcolm X will can't carry on to shoot you down. Since then, Obi Ayodin, Obi Ayodin, that advocacy, Luther King, any Malcolm X, and any James Brown. Yeah, so say James Brown wrote a lot of music. I'm black and proud. Where be one who where be to sell the black, how good or how great the black man is. James Brown did his part, but after his death, but nobody's selling the black man idea. No, I'll say it emphatically. James Brown did a great job. Martin Luther King did a great job. Kwame Nkrumah did a great job. Apart from Sanipa Miensanke, Minyashos will be selling how great the black man is. No, to be all there. I'm a good student. I'm prepared to learn. Educate me. You mean no man in my country. If you can't I can't share me. I'll learn from you.
You, Wafa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Just briefly, kit will be automatic elevator door.
How much is here?
Let's make a correct answer. Okay. Automatic elevator doors. A friend Alexander Miles, 1887.
No, what free on my best, cool best, no free. I come and say, Ashama, and I say, oh, infant. And I will Ibadan. Africa.
Yeah, it's you. They say I'm coming here.
There were a black man. They say black people no do in black Africa.
Over. A black assembly come. I mean,
a black in the Africa. Ashama, any Bantuma ko Bantuma near Florida. Florida, one America. Bantu, Florida. So. The man say Florida. We joke too much.
Go post
why pass a Bantuma? Mimi Tiono, you're from the Bantuma. kakra woman yama Bantam what taxi we see call but was Florida straight. Florida will be a candidate or come out Florida. Why can't we maintain the Bantam? You see where the one will be a better maybe to order me to answer me about yeah, friend of Bantam. Don't me Jawa Bruja Friday, one way by in Colorado to Florida. So are we making progress or what? Now, why would you be a better woman and sister Dino into Florida? Who told them? I have one more name now. Oh, yeah, we don't think far. I do maybe no credit ever copy. You can't a boy. So
you offer. Yeah, that's
and I didn't can't come here. Nipa to Ghana, pa. Maybe say black skin, I am a pa. Teach you, and the Ghana for me. A British, what can be or baby away slave queen Ghana? Why are they doing that? Here, none of your mammy, I know me a more come on. And nay, Tisica, Fella McCaffrey, what Tisica 30,000 American dollar. No, you say you're the penny and you're the two, if you also would you. So many Moishi Budon, woman, you change and lips. Why are they doing all that? I don't believe in it. Almost woman drink or Adreno Massa, Mummy and Cano Crew. When I catch himself, we are black and proud. James Brown, not to know black beauty. No, and there will be a breach, you know. They have Trabesan or Tunquan, obey a cocoa. Remember the quacker, Oba Coco, or that devil called Dum Kanya Uno. I can cast some questions. So what TV that? So Oba Coco, they would do Kanya crowd bedroom. You still see it. What kind of logic is this? Sir, I know we will be not. Are we making progress? Say, Oba, what the inclusion? No, I have gone. Sana would do Kanya crowd be one another. And so many people are doing it. When yes, they are doing it. Woman includes that's all who you know my because Hannah, remember, they actually shared the truth. What is this? That is your progress. I don't know. It's a problem. No, yeah, homie and can you?
Now, a person media. And your man and one airport to see you. The man living.
Remember, I would be up to work at the just when James Brown, I had dropped the danger power in the 60s. I'm black and proud. Say it loud. And that year will be an walk to himself black and proud. Will be asking, yeah, to for creating Kubi Sai or Mary Memory, I say, we are going to join the Yellow quarters. Yet here we are, as a do baby, and we know when you might moja, must see a friend and then so obey. When you might say, put be bassa. So why made the Obasa way to Tumpana Emifa black beauty? To be called him man when you are almost out to these people are crazy. Yes. Mama Kwame Nkrumah James Brown no brave up to you say we are black, we are proud person, you are beautiful. And then no. And be the activism of James Brown will hear a lot of records fighting for how beautiful the black skin is. And so Obianwa to be to us all. And then they knew it to now while here. Basa Obianwa fighting for the black, how beautiful the black skin is now.
Yo, I know I could you or Chami Kwame back was I'm made in Ghana. Bye.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. You and you got some samples to another. You come my year, the honors on my head. We are of our body. I come to you. And Sam, why already are Bamazo?
Drink yourself, that's my thing.
Boko, that's where.
Boko.
Good.
Yeah, they kind and chairman for any free crime. The chair, it's here for you know, for a while, and most importantly, our listeners, and what Papa Smiley one person, so I'm sure say be okay.
Young Queen, and I also found the Atoso, the reality of changing the status quo.
Actually, before I back away, reality, and now your questions and answers. So let me put you on the stand.
That's who put me on the stand?
Yeah. So anyway, to me answer no, I can say I played it fit.
That man, yeah, did you could not stand him? Well, the case. Oh, me that.
I didn't judge you there on your taxpayer to 7 on your nipa.
In his capacity as a judge, the only man could not stand him. So, then we could do something. We be judge, no, I could not stand him. I just say. The question is not just for me. It's only if a question it's only why.
No, let me be say, oh yeah, Uba now to I'm actually the day you be an
I boy, no.
yeah, and then it click on me because I started thinking. Let me say, my name is what are your top 5 Ghanaian artists? Like I can see name or top 5 Ghanaian artists of all time. Okay, if I know before.
Yeah, some me top 5 no there. Mention down your imagine and classify as top 5 in it. So, because and you know itself the movement, not about the person. No. So, me share the need top 5 say me match that and say okay, me top 5 me so that it is here.
Yeah.
Now, why should that not say your dear son?
No, my dream would be like what you might call it, just right off the top. This all more I mean you know almost on up to now today I still listen to them. Like I know some Padunia much they didn't know, but for me, I think it's Lumba Kujoinchi, not in any particular order, Lumba Kujoinchi, that's a very Jamara and Obrafor. Anyways, no energy no Lord Kenya because the energy no, not me feeling the energy no. And I almost want to put a comfort quite there. If you see me financial by as of right now, I'll be make his mistake if play now. One here, I never have a show anymore. So I'm gonna, for the most part, I'm gonna have a tie ATM some microphones in way, you know. Yeah.
Yo, thank you. Mr. Aqua, was it on the top 5 years? Sir, what year? Okay, promise. Chapter 1.
I someone now there for and then it click because somewhere let me share some video the other day on Instagram. Regular this way, Bujubantu, and he was trying to make that point. Like if you think about it, as our artists we now born, yes, they're good, they're this, they're that, but and then now of a kind of like just brown and born to advance, the movement for the black man. Like and the Bujuban today was making the point that tell me what has Afro beats or sense and then people cry general, I'm saying I'm a friend Afro, whatever no. Tell me how it has helped advance the cause of the black man, or let's say Africans in particular. And he was trying to make the point that, you have all these regular artists who comes out and they're putting out these songs that are helping to, advance, Africa as a continent that is trying to push and picture Africa as, is the land. Like that's where everybody should look to. Like we can really do it. But look at these Afrobeat artists, whether it be Nigeria, foreign, I say South Africans, it's like, what are they doing? Like they have the platform now. Take for example, BTS, a Nigerian boy, the big guy, like all over the world, they have the platform, and you have to ask yourself, how are they helping to advance Africa? What songs are they putting there? And again, I stand to be corrected because I haven't listened to every single one of their songs, but the most popular ones, it's like, is it really helping to advance the cause of Africa? And you have to question yourself because then I know for Chuma, kind of like people make songs that push certain agenda, it help people wake up, it educated people. But I say about the Nyash. So anyway, that was just by the way. Yeah.
Yo, Sam, that's it. Maybe I also shall say every no. And yeah, Yentin highway this way.
Yeah, and I'll have another question, but let's save it for next time because it'll have to be more exchange. No, let me maybe so like because let me tell you now the Dr. Jingo now for more kind of to certain extent he can't Bible moon sermon the way we live our life and whatever, and I meant to ask you. Let me ask you, what is the end goal? Like, is it that one day you hope that when it's all said and done, or you will sit on the right hand of God? Is that the goal? Is it? I know it's a simple question.
I don't say it's a simple question, but I would say, if I may ask further,
Yeah, we are going. Papa
what does
Somali, what did you change your money about? A simple answer. No?
Debbie, on say, me, you know, say, oh, plan yango for us, and if I saw, I know I said to say,
Like, and some say heaven. You say heaven. Let me put it that way. Is the end goal, say one day you make it to the kingdom, make it to heaven? Is that the end goal?
Okay, I feel all kind of offer because what kind of salary was I yango for us, yana.
Myself, very steady. Okay.
But you see, the end goal, and it's to me, contrary to what I was taught Sunday school when I was young, and it's I am here as a unit of life, here to evolve through service for the promotion of life, right? Now, when I say I am here to evolve through service for the promotion of life, it all simply means to say I am here to work out my God virtues, my God abilities, and that is what I own. And the things that we have, our cars, our women, our children, they are never ours. They are all tools that we have borrowed in this time phase to use to be able to evolve through service for the promotion of life. Now, say, yeah, kind of say, you know, what you are saying, very deep. Let's say, if we come to understand why we are here in this phase, why am yitimi who said you see our portion, our energies towards the reason why we are here. Look at it from this way: we were in our mother's womb, trying to develop the organs that we are going to use in this human life, right? It's Yoko. And your friend says, "Oh, yeah. Before I ever won, your corner with the scan, no, as you share your banner for soon." Your friend say, "Sam,
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound." We say, "Yeah, he'll see. I come on over. Oh, and a drew AGB, a stage B. It's me who say, oh, yeah, Bema, and I saw your batch. So we say, now Bema, net developer, and I say, oh, Bannon, so a developer."
Papa Smiley, sorry to interrupt you. Oh yeah. Because I asked you, because there's a second part to the question I asked, and I was hoping to get the direct answer. I mean, go forward, chill. Me too.
You should be a narrator. Now, what is it?
Okay. But man, bring my mouth on any too much.
We were in our mother's womb to build our human organs that we used to in this phase. And you know, when we get here to now, we need to be able to establish why we are here, and then we work accordingly towards that. Sometimes, you know, we miss the reason why we are here. It's in our question, school, no. Yeah, now you refuse to exams. Exams no be draw. But the very moment you get to know, say, you are here to do this, and when you do it, and the time has come for you to exit this place, you embrace that moment wholeheartedly. It is said, kind, you are here as a unit of life to evolve through service for the promotion of life. To some people, it may mean you are going to heaven, but hey, said the Bible also kind, you have to work out your own salvation. And you know, you will go to heaven, but through the workout of your own salvation. Sam, quote him.
Okay, I tell you about China. The only reason why, because what I find conflicting, right, is like, there's only offer Chum, because when it came, offer Chum did mention about the 10 Commandments, right, and offer Chum gave really good examples as, you know, Ghana for be because the chairman sorry, bro, but we did. With the Bible, type of thing, right? And it's like, and I was just thinking about it a couple of days. It's like, if the end goal is really to make it to the kingdom, heaven, whatever you want to call it, which one do we really want to live by? The constitution of the land, or simple as the 10 Commandments? And it's enough for you, you know. The 10 Commandments is all about one thing, just love, right? If you really truly care about your neighbor, love thy neighbor like yourself. There are certain things that even if the constitution or the laws of the land tells you to do, and if you think or you know the end goal is to make it to heaven, and if the land is telling you only put this any law, catch or see, yeah, go the other way. Are you gonna stand firm and be like, you know what? The 10 Commandment comes first, or the point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, I think, including myself, whether we may like to accept it or not, we've been born in part-time Christians. I think it could pick in That's the point I'm trying to make. And I'm sure people will say otherwise. Hey, I'm not part-time Christian. You say but when you put to the test, really, then beside Jesus obviously Uncle Heaven, what Jesus told him to do, and obviously that guy couldn't do it, So we just need to sometimes we need to be realistic about things. So with that said, it's a segue into question out beside, and that was the point I was trying to make, right? So anyway, the question of the day, the realistic of what? Changing the status quo, right? Is that what you said?
The realities of changing the status quo.
Yeah. It's an interesting question. And, the truth is, it can be changed. By now, in Pennyfour, it didn't come on, and I was thinking about it. The truth of the matter is, anything can change. But for that to happen, I just keep asking myself, and I'm in the America DNA example, real quick. It's like, what do you need? I think you need money first, and then you need power, right? And I said, maybe so America DNA as an example, because for the longest time, when you talk to people, when you talk to regular Americans, wherever they are, they were tired of the way the government system was being run. They just couldn't change it because they didn't have the means to, they didn't have the money, they didn't have the power. And then they found somebody like Elon Musk who has the money, and then he got the power. And through him, they're changing the status quo. So it's something that, yes, it can be changed. It takes a will, but having will alone, I don't think it will get it done. There's so many people on the ground who are trying to change things in their community, but because they don't have the power or the money, sometimes we all want something to change in Ghana. We want a lot to improve in Ghana. But it's as if like we don't have the means, we don't have the power, we don't have the money to gain the power. Because at the end of the day, nowadays, whether you like it or not, the reality is we live in a world that everything is for sale. I know so Vivek, I say, I'm not for sale. But at the end of the day, so be back with the money, with the power, you can be bought. If I came to you, Papa Samai, right now, and I catch you to fear mamia, you might say, hell no, I'm not gonna sell this, It's something maybe I say, I'm not cancel, so this is our home, I'm not gonna sell it. But at the end of the day, when I make you certain offer, you will look at it and you give up. And you might look at it as, you know what, I just made a smart investment. You might tell yourself that to make yourself feel good. But whether you like it or not, I just bought you because I gave you an offer you couldn't reject, right? So everything is for sale, whether we like it or not. Everything and everybody, everything has a price, like they say. So the reality is, yes, it can be changed, but we need power. And for you to get power, you need money. Once you have money, you can buy the power. We I said, well, Cheddar, so always can buy. He didn't get the power. And that will, as time goes on, we will realize how much money he has. Because if he really wants the power, he will keep pushing. Keep in mind, like what is happening right now in America, Elon Musk and them, they didn't just get up overnight and they got this power. It's something they've been trying to get for a while. So if Cheddar has that kind of money and he wants power, eventually he will buy all Ghanaians and they will vote for him and he will get the power that he wants and run the country as he sees fit. So yes, the reality, it can be changed. You just need money and then you get the power. And once you have that, it's almost as if everybody will bow down to you. It's not even if everybody will bow down to you, but forget what everybody else think. You do as you want. Like,
Okay.
you know, it's happening here right now in our country. So I can't fight. No.
You now standing on what some ubusa me say what is the ultimate DNT ana yawaha ebe so
Mhm,
mami musa wo
mhm,
o ka power asem
mhm.
what is your definition of power?
In its lamest term or simple term, I think, you know, the ability to change, to change, to do whatever you want in a way.
Okay, all right. To change enti say Russia timi koto to bomb to Ukraine as well I know your power on.
Yes, they have the power to do it. And hence nobody is able to step to them because they have power. They have force. And that's why America has not stepped in right now. If Ghana and got to two bomb to Russia, got to two bomb to Ukraine, do you think we have the power to do that? And kind of say, baby, cry, that.
Okay enti odwen say sa definition of power no it fits in very well with your command as to why we are here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Sir. Enti our ability to destroy air power, yes, sir.
It's a form of power, yes. And that's one of the that's one of the things that, you know, I often think about it, right? God has given mankind so much power, like knowledge, you know, this shade to them. Like often at times you compare us to, like, you know, okay, National Geographic, those, you know, those documentary now, like these animals, they live free, like they go and come as whatever, you know, there's no borders or whatever. And I'm about to, if it's near to from Florida to North Carolina, nothing will stop them. But, you know, God has given us this power, which is like knowledge, and we are able to, you know, it's becoming too much for us. Like we're using it to do things that perhaps maybe God didn't even imagine it, you know. So it is, to answer your question.
All
It
right.
is a form of power.
And the question is me, ya those into the kakrana ya kana yamfa nusia. Right? Na kitwe bi ameka on this issue of power no. And it's if we are here, said the of a chum, I can't say we are here to love ourselves. No, we say love your neighbor as yourself. So, say this even asem na of a chum, I can't no, ya pumasi bra. Let's just say no so cry or see say love no cry, I can't cry no see the body. So. Na ni nyinaa korakora ɛbɛkɔ akɔwie sɛ metumi by my actions and inactions no metumi boa ama wotumi discover a better version of you say if I'm able to evoke a better, an amazing version of you that is true power, right? So if I'm able to bring the very best of you by my words, by my actions, if I'm able to bring the very best out of you, that is what true power simply means. So that's it. Yanko bombo here and there, yeah. And then yes, and we are using said all kind of power to destroy, but not to build. Anyway.
Well, Papa Smiley, one thing, and then I'll go. You just also have to always keep in mind, Senator Mbia, kind of like there's always two sides to the equation, right? There's always good power and bad power. There's good love and bad love. There is good, you name it. Every situation, there's negative and bad. I always tell my daughter, like, say, if I get into an accident today and I die, I know it looks bad, but if you look very hard, there's some good in it for whatever it's worth. It's a matter of you deciding which way to go. So there's always positive and negative, and you know, you will wish as one another, and we will always gear towards the positive. You know, as far as changing the status quo, we want to change it for the better. And obviously, I said it by, unfortunately, some people have a different vision, or have a different view, so they go towards the other side. So just keep in mind, there's always two sides to anything. BI kind of assembly. There's two sides. You just have to listen to both sides and make the best decision for yourself.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And yeah, yanko offer body this way. Na offer body, and so I'm going to come kakra before one champion comes in. To offer body, say, "I ready? You to who? Yanko Bamaso."
Agriculture papa.
Ana offer boko there.
Nyame adom boko.
Na when was the last time you saw Obavik?
Oh, okay. See the enya me fan be 6 months any.
The best 6 months in it.
Yes sir.
Wow. You say, oh, yeah, distant relationship, yes, sir.
Sir.
And then I say, oh, yeah, you trust in the minibio.
Papa, I say just send me video.
Won't you trust in me that?
The view.
What, some more. Sam, you're here now. Or get Ghana, or you trust in me. Sam! On the Sam, what should I mute no? One me so well. Somewhere I'll mute to home.
Or there are two work.
Overchum. Anyway, oh dear, over. I'll remind. Just send. Overchum.
Yes, sir.
So what I didn't have any trust send him, no.
Trust send them immediately.
Almost a distant relationship was he trust send him. Until that.
Can be said the old kind of the immediately.
I said, I want
me are you behind me, maybe on.
I want current to crowd. Share.
Now for you there. Me into one want it. Because
no, but what he I was saying will be crowd.
The minimum and say you probe Ghana had it. A quality a man does not say quality warm pa. What you want me say before class and never yet to what you want over your child photo. The name for fair no, they are some high. Miss Minimum said, listen, stop sending stupid messages. I don't know you, you don't know me. And the minya be never block or na igusuba. So and I in Tiambano, the Ghana had to be a side being a worker say just send him. Society, your money are centered on sex. So yeah, man, who's can sleep with Oma Quay Nufu, so the bear attractive man, just say, a DNA does no when your car, you show only say, why me here, no, why yet to tree, and not say, I'm out for happiness, Tracy watching.
Your name's I'm for happiness, and the intimate.
Oh, happy come. So always come find that one piece, Kaubana. What do you know, man? 2,000 cities a day, they are near Jack over here.
Now, when I say, and I say, oh, better than one to ya pim, sir. So,
oh, minimum connection be a middle fast for which we are paying now. Why your offer? Would you see cannot to honor? Say, I am connectivity, so network.
Sir,
and I'll be touch base and over now. Oh, at least, yes, it's a good, it should be more than 2,000. There be anytime piano. 2,000 cities. Oh, just £100. 2,000 cities, £100. Oh, into North Sudan. For £500, Google to the whole day for the per year. Movie dia Kempiski Hotel, no name moving pick. Meaning, I say, size cannon, I bet you breakfast and then lunch and dinner. And so I chat Uber the whole day. Now they call around, so Uber now boat.
All right. Thank you very much, Offa. Offa, one more assignment. What in a distant relationship? No trust send them what it means. Why?
Okay, maybe sir.
Konokobusa down for rubber now. What they are new na bre. Why? You. Any yanko ma ye so and questions and answers. And ti wa bete ho ache. What you nuanum nyina ansem wa o maka.
Papa, man, you be out. Buy an Nana also.
Right.
Sam.
Sam.
I make call down for
Oh, okay. All right. And the question in here: what are the realities of changing the status quo? So, between the
Ah,
country.
sɛ ɛno ɛm sɛ ɛno a sɛ ɛno a na mo ka
Uh,
ho asɛm
uh,
but
uh,
ɛno a deɛ
mm-hmm.
mewie me ne wo kaa sɛ meyɛ adeɛ na mewie yɛ saa ne nkɔlaa no kasa mada
What from what?
mada no ɔkwa me status quo ne deɛ sɛ sɛ na wopɛ sɛ wokyerɛ no anasɛ sɛnea mete aseɛ fa
yɛde nnura deɛ no sɛ yɛbɔ yɛn nkɔmmɔ no yɛde Ephesians chapter 6 ɛkasaeɛ nsɛ principles bi wɔ Bible mu a ɛno de yɛ a na m'ani gye ho right nti the armor of God ho asɛnsɛm ne sɛ the breastplate of their righteousness, the shoe of this for among other things. So she say when you are in for business part, yeah, and yeah, you need to wear these armors to make sure say you achieve whatever you want to achieve. And I know that in a similar vein, you know, now if we are stepping out on the quest to say a change status quo no progressively, what are the things that we need to brace as in order for us to be able to do that? That was yesterday. Now I'm no yeah I say we'll do it as a series and then you will do some we need to establish the realities of changing the status quo. So that we reduce the blind spot of the adventure that we want to embark upon. Then Kobasa I say you too kind, but if you don't know so much about baby but when we forewarn ourselves of the realities of changing the status quo, we'll be forearmed the moment we start the journey. And
yo papa sɛneɛ wabɔ me nkyerɛmu ne kakra a memete aseɛ ɛfa no ayɛ sɛ adeɛ a yɛyɛ no daa no ɛkwan bɛn anaasɛ sɛn ɛnaasɛ ahoboɔboa bɛn ɛna yɛbɛtumi afa so na yɛasesa no na ɛnyɛ no sɛ yɛdeɛ daa sei ne yɛyɛ no wode ba yɛ political landscape no te sɛ yɛ Ghana yɛ nɔɔma yɛ nneyɛɛ yɛn bibiara mu no mefa ne that side na wode memfa current situation anaasɛ current deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ yɛ ɔman mu na memfa nka bi sɛ mehwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ parliament yi concerning vetting ne saa nɔɔma no a ɛkokɔ so no wɔn sɛ nipa no bebree ebere mu afɛnyɛ marking sɛ afɛnyɛ marking obisa question wakyɛ na yɛn deɛ nka yɛnyɛ ne saa ɔmoyɛ parliamentarians yi deɛ ɔbaeɛ a sɛnea yɛyɛ ne daa no nipa no bɛtena ase a namfosɛm ne yɛdidi ne yɛkɔ but ɛkwan baabi so no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ no da bi yɛyɛ ne saa no yɛnya answer na anaasɛ results no akɔyɛ the same yɛyɛ ne da bi asa yɛn nso yɛpɛ different results ɛne saa na ɛte deɛ ame asɛ afɛnyɛ no mɛsesa no eti ne kwan anaasɛ ɔno n'adwene mu no ayɛ ne sɛ no ɛne nipa ne ba a sɛnea yɛyɛ pampa no ne nneɛma bebree no mɛnyɛ ne saa mɛsesa no na mayɛ ne sei in other way no nso no mete sɛ na amanfoɔ so yɛ argument ɛma chairman of saa committee no appointment committee no nso bɛkyerɛ sɛ o sɛ ranking member ebisa question ɔyɛ unlimited yɛntumi ɛnstop no or unlimited questions da bia saa ne yɛyɛ no ɛno nso ama yɛ saa appointment committee anaasɛ saa routine mu ama yɛhu loopholes a ɛdeda mu ɛmɛm sɛ da bia saa ne yɛyɛ no sɛ yɛansesa na yɛbɛnya obi a ɔno nso bɛtumi abuse no instead of say bi a say yankapo no and say yamfa time limit bi anto so a yɛnyɛ obi na sɛ ɔyɛ wiki da obɛtumi aka kyerɛ sɛ neɛ sɛ saa ne yɛyɛ ne deɛ a me no mɛbisa bi a 4 days kora no mada so bisa mewie nti no ghanafoɔ nyansa mu anaasɛ mema yi me nyansa mu ne nipa bebree no yɛbɛnya na ɛsɛ yɛsesa no saa ne yɛyɛ no saa ne yɛyɛ no yɛsesa no na yɛtumi de ade a ɛde prudent resource ɛbɛbrɛ yɛ ɛbɛma yɛn resource a ɛyɛ nti no to change saa nɔɔma no so no deɛ meba sesiaa no a mebɛwura mu a na mekɔdware wie na asɛ safo ka no sɛ ɔse ɛsɛ sɛ wonya power sɛ biribi saa sɛ ne na ɔka Russia ne ayi bi ɛmne baabi a ɔse sɛ wowɔ sika a ɔsɛ sɛ wonya power ɛsɛ yɛnya obi a ɔbɔ so a ɔno nso bɛtumi agyina hɔ na wasesa no nti to change saa nɔɔma no ɛnyɛ easy ehia sacrifice sɛ wobɛ sacrifice sɛ position bi koraa a wobɛ sacrifice na wode ayɛ na wode asesa saa nɔɔma no nyinaa yɛ constitution yɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa ne si asɛ Mahama president beneficial ɔka ho bi nti sɛ wan sacrifice nɔɔma a daakye ɔkɔ ahomegyie mu a ɔbɛnya a na wamea asesa yɛ constitution ne mu nɔɔma bi amfiri mu a na ɔdwen ɔno ankasa ne ho a ɛbɛyɛ den sɛ ɔbɛsesa ɛno nti yɛho subsequent nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmaba na president a ɔmaba weiba kɔ weibiara bakɔ but obiara nyɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛsesa no even though Atames try sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɛma ɔyɛ biribiara koraa wie but tema Fofia Ntoata ɔkɔɛ no Mahama baa sɛ ɔnkɔbɛtoa so no ɛkɔdii court baeɛ nipa bebree koraa yɛ argument saa de nti koraa na committee ayɛ normal bebree agu hɔ na ɛsɛ tem biara no yɛsan akɔbɔ ka ɛfa nipa foforɔ ɛma ɔmo kɔyɛ review ne foforɔ saa nkurɔfoɔ no ɛwɔ case but deɛ sɛsiaa no yɛnim ne sɛ that time a miss ba bɛyɛ saa review no na yɛnya president bi te sɛ Nana Addo na ɔmaa nti ne yɛhu nipa su bi a ɛwɔ ne mu a no nso no ɛbɛmi yɛhu another loopholes ɛwɔ yɛ constitution mu nti even though sɛ ɔmo yɛ nɔɔma no bi but with Fuadu yɛ abakɔ yi nɔɔma bebree a wabɛyɛ no wɔ n'akonnwa no so ama yɛsɛ hu sɛ no even though saa adeɛ no koraa no nka ne yɛ review yɛyɛ nɔɔma bebree but ebi a wei aka nti ɛsɛ yɛpɛ nipa na ɔmo nso san hwɛ hɔ de bɛka ho ɛsɛ ebi te sɛ deɛ meka sɛ appointment committee ɔmo ranking member saa ɔmo mmra yi ɛmi sɛ bɛyɛ sɛ last 6 months sɛ ɛyi a 3 months ya na parliament ankasa ɔmo yɛ reforms wɔ ɔmo ɛyi no ɔmo mmra a ɔmo de yɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ no but ɛnɛ yi ɔmo hu sɛ another loophole bi wɔ baabi because of nipa bi a ɔno nso aba na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔabuse ɛyi no nti no sɛ nka ebi a MPC a ɔmo hɔ bebree bɛka sɛ wɔn yɛnyɛ ne saa neɛnkɔ because yɛn nso yɛba abɛnya but to maintain and as to change statute code no meaning say the main thing and as a principal a year woman is sacrifice say over sacrifice adeɛ bi a obenya na wode asesa because ente saa na sɛ wodwen nipadua no ho wodwen deɛ obenya wodwen benefits ɛbɛba nko a ɛbɛyɛ den sɛ wobɛtumi atu anamɔ no Russia as a country any Ukraine ne ntɔkwa yɛ ɛbɛba yɛ gyina a me nua de ba mu sɛ Ukraine for side almost side no who say omo ansesa sɛnea na daa ɔmo yɛ no yɛ daa sɛ bi a Russia deɛ ɔmo yɛ papa no nti no daa yɛ no ɔmo kɔ one side nti ɛnɛ deɛ yɛnyɛ obi a ɔsɛ no mɛsesa sɛ yɛ ne papa mu ɛnyɛ ne papa mu wa take risks wa sacrifice sɛ even though sɛ wɔ hɔ na mesɛ mɛsom anaa mɛhyɛ Putin ase a saa na ɔma wei na menya but ɛnɛ mese nyɛ saa na ɔma no bi mesesa no also a sacrifice freedom nneɛma bebree a wobɛnya wɔ Russia side de kɔ de akɔ akɔdi yɛfrɛ no sɛ Americafoɔ akyi a nanka ebi a wɔ Russia ɛyɛ easy sɛ nneɛma bebree wobɛnya wode baeɛ na Africa terrain a Malifoɔ Burkina Faso Niger mo ɔmo nso take steps bi a mo aka sɛ oh da bi adeɛ no te bia na yɛ sɛ France say no mo yɛ no but yɛ nyɛ ne saa bi yɛ bi bia agye sɛ yɛkɔgye ayi authorization free France yɛ obi a yɛdi yɛ ho no yɛ republic but yɛ bibia agye sɛ bi yɛkɔ France yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛtɔn adeɛ agye sɛ but yɛnyɛ ne saa bi yɛ sesa no ne nyinaa no megye sɛ ɛyɛ sacrifice a nipa no wɔbɛ sacrifice nti concerning nea woka no me primary pharmacy deɛ bɛdi deɛ me wɔka kakra wɔ ho ɛwɔ yɛ topic yɛ da hɔ no ɛna agya me nso mede ato so
Shoo, of a wedding. Yeah, that's it. It is also another asama bibi kind sacrifice no one in the yard.
oh but no yɛ adwene 100%.
Sacrificing so enough from sao. So
ɛyɛ adeɛ ehu enough from
akɔyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ so gu ano
saa
na ɔsɛ increment anaasɛ obi foforɔ nti no o da no na bia ɔde adeɛ bi asi hɔ nom na aso agum sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nkyirima nso ebinya bi adi right nti sacrifice ɛnyɛ better sa ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ
papa sacrifice deɛ ntwa wa no ɛnyɛ better ɛsɛ okugya to abra kwa ye drill no na yɛtwe ne fa ha nyinaa no ɔwɔ opportunity sɛ ɛnɔma na yɛyɛ no to say state lands ne wei no mo aba ban mu obetumi agye bi opportunity aba mu da but ɔse even though obetumi agye bi anasɛ magye bi kura da kura na ɛnɛ yɛnyɛ mmara bi nto hɔ sɛ fi ɛnɛ koi obi ɔwɔ aban mu biara ntumi ɛmfa because of sɛ meyɛ mpintimi ntɔ saa adeɛ wei ɔn sɛ ɔsacrifice ne ho eti kana yɛbɛnya na nka yɛnya mpis bi a ɔno bɛbɔ sɛ o even though meyɛ mpi sɛdeɛ nam de mahama yɛ yi me support sɛ yɛnyi s grass yɛde mfiri hɔ yɛntwa mu koraa meyɛ mpi immunity a yɛde ama yɛn a yɛtumi yɛdi nkwahyɛsɛm ɛne nneɛma no nyinaa no meyɛ mpi deɛ menim sɛ menya bi but yɛnyi saa nneɛma no nyinaa mfiri hɔ meyɛ mpi meyɛ minister deɛ maba nanso mema dwen mu a moma yɛmpaase law bi na ministers yɛba yɛmfa yɛ sika han yɛ da yɛntra baabi yɛte yɛfie state house ne cars ɔmo tɔma yi no nyinaa no bi na sɛ mpi bi na sɛ minister no megye di sɛ menya bi deɛ ba me sacrifice sɛ mom yɛnyi saa nneɛma no nyinaa mfiri hɔ mahama as a president me sacrifice reforms yɛ ɔmo yɛ ka me pɛsɛ pa sɛ mahama sɛ meyɛ firi hɔ saa minute a na ɛwɔ mu wɔ ma president ɔkɔtena fie etua ne ka yɛbɔ ne ho ka yɛfa security man no nyinaa no maba ma wie sika no biara manya bi sika a yɛde tua me ka no me deɛ dɔɔso nso ne teacher ni ba teacher ni kɔtena fie a ne pension pay na ɔgye enti no me as a president ma yi saa na ɔma no nyinaa firi hɔ me de sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a wɔ sacrifice but kaganafoɔ yɛni bɛgye ɛbɛboa yɛ but it takes yɛka sɛ yɛka takes na a wobɛka no bebree kase fatigues and there asama papa easy hwɛ ɛnɔɔma dɔdɔdeɛ wei nyinaa akyi na nka wotumi sacrifice a nti sacrifice deɛ ntumi nye mfiri papa mfa ma no nto na biribi foforɔ hɔ deɛ a
ɛbɛda ase ɛnyɛ bɛtɛ ɛnyɛ biara sɛdeɛ woka ne no wafeesi moment biara na wɔ sɛ sacrifice a wɔntumi anaa
so many times no ɛnɔɔma bebree wɔ hɔ a yɛyɛ nketenkete yɛkwan mu deɛ ndeɛ menkae deɛ but menim sɛ me nso kakra bi wɔ hɔ a yɛato agu yɛ sacrifice but I don't know sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ nso ebi a na me initiate ma ahoɔden antumi ɛno deɛ wɔ hɔ no ebi wɔ hɔ saa but menhyɛ da nkae biribi saa
okay all right so I said all kind of just say, oh yeah, aware of how huge sacrifices are.
I know the me aware because
change bia was say if I say usipi na usita
yes
now you say you would have to go all in order to cause that change to happen. You say sometimes it takes us away from our comfort zones. So
as a more okay, a true because a time two pounds for Nami Bar, Senegal, number route, not nya connection be Senegal to Malaysia, now I Jamaica. It's nipa so fear so nyina chese Jamaica na omonyo no Bob Marley mutina ni papa but ye beduru ho na opportunity na abeye nipa baako na ye nyina obi aka ne sika bo masika mo ho ene ye betimi akọ enti me hwe no gai bia ene no nam a ye friend prempem me kura me hyede nim ne papa but e didi nkoma na o esa ono che makom yenso yɛte asafonti no yɛne na bɛyɛ free ɛne na nanti a na ne sika deɛ wɔ soro kakra sene me na sɛ ada sɛ me deɛ bɛboa na sɛ nyina ɛbɛka hɔ metimi sacrifice de me deɛ ma no yɛ de ɛkɔ enti no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a na ɛda fam but me saa deɛ no even though koduru yɛ na sani esi no odwene na se koduru ye ohwe no ma na entisa but to be frank that time na letters na telephone kura obenya kura na kujina ba bi naje bi Senegal o sande authentic tinu ba ma me kor founder je kakra na but na de enka ese pocket money no ma so de ba na me so me de kono situation na ewo mu no okani nyina ye nyina kasa satro letka enti me sacrifice e no ho so kra no no aka kirem say no e better say me focus to Europe kra sin say me ba side enti me
enti e fa na support man and ekoye no
ko Jamaica Oko Jamaica me so kra na obi apɛ hɔ na akɔ cause e koduru Senegal that time Malaysia na is free na ọsọ ya oka na no aye beduru obi ase oduru Jamaica ase si Morocco si Spain ye nim se oduru Jamaica connection da hɔ a wo de wura mu US sa na de na kɔye but okoduru hɔ na ntisa
wow
and then nekura metin nka che bia no da so ho oye choba ho
no okọ no restaurant ho
okọ there we also okọ na I me fan say no ye adwuma ho but na nya ne dia oye adwuma ho so mo fufu se Ghana
okay no na fufu no
sa akoya tia o free akoya tia ho Edi plempo, plempe, akoya tia. Sada life it.
I see. Yo, of our body, enough has been said. On the subject of sacrifice, we will never be able to exhaust the issues of sacrifice. Now, Okujeto, once again, and you Okujeto, people who have enjoyed of the status quo, the shortfall in the status quo, among others, when they want to step up and then cause a change in the status quo, to the wise, I would say they need to find a way to make amends of the past. You see, the Uhunu say, you made some gains irresponsibly from the status quo. You come to realize you say, oh, yeah, Omani Sika, Timamufona Sika, and if I want to make amends of the past, in what ways would I be able to use what I got irresponsibly of the state, to benefit the people that I get money from? I mean, when you move that way now, you are making amends of the past, and then your soul will rejoice. Mm-hmm. And Adibia you certainly get the support of the people around you. I'm telling you, the little that you can do to make amends of the past, will help get the support of people around you in order to cause a change in the status quo. We need to make amends of the past every now and then be able to move forward beautifully as well. Over, buddy, thank you very much for that.
Papa,
Yeah.
me ask a question back.
Okay, all right then.
Na nka me srewo wadre ho na nka wa engage Mr. Albert one of these days na
Okay.
experience na owo no me feel say ye nyina wotimi ma edit ye be sua bibi. I find it quite interesting. Akre bi e farmer so no. I'm say ya do sua. I'm say wo hunu ne ma pia ye no me no bi ye hu bi da. Na I'm say ye nya biti ye man mre na we comfortable na wo ka bi me yeti a ye be ebusua de afiri mu say obi to kwaya. I'm say one no the first time expect akre bi na me say oh I think this needs to be studied by experience, I think. Now, just a woman acquire now who engage in one day.
Of course, on say, Kitwa be crowd kind and some room.
Who's a TM move back? We now that's over for any but not the hey, Mr. Albert Debbie won't share with us why. Say no, not won't make can year not you share be in free one.
So, provide connection.
Papa Smile in the patch will just also say, like, maybe a trim now, Mr. Albert, they say, no, I know, trying to say how much he wants, it tells you how humble he is because of 1 2 hour from, I think, say, say, even, I think he even gave a amount, say, like, when you buy 500,000 for crack, it's okay. And you can tell, say, be our Fabrabo Musano. A certain way, it has humbled him and he's seen it and experienced it, so he understands what it means to be humble. And say for Chumek and say it's in the story and I just the journey started from Ghana and maybe our first in a way, even though we haven't been there, maybe it can humble some of us as well, or we can pick up a thing or two. Because when I besides I think it's one of these calls now mass amount is on there. And don't quite open like if he gets that he's okay. Very little people, very few people these days now. Because I say, oh, media 100,000 as me, okay. When you're 1 million or some of GBA from them. So the humbleness you can sense it in him, and that was very appreciated when he made that statement that day. So anyway, sorry to come in.
It's okay. This one is partnerable, and hey, we may find out what I say. Now I'm say of a body or a ton of experience. I should I won't go to quite fast. It could be Senegal no koraa na no nkɔmmɔ bebree ɛwɔ hɔ ansa na sɛdeɛ ɔkae no ohun sɛ ɔno ne sika no na ɛni anim bebree na mmom onua baako a ne sika no ɛwɔ anim no decided to say I'll sacrifice for that person to go. Me sure sir as part of the transaction no say na also wabwa ama menso metimi abahobi, right? That was the transaction. And I mean nobody can foretell with exact accuracy what the future holds. And to sacrifice, to give out that money to support Sabrant, was a very bold step that he took. Very, 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 very bold step, and it's very, very commendable, right? You know, baby, Busunya had to sacrifice a lot for us to get to where we are. If you are on more, do it. No more refi abusua. Yes bi a ne man hye dan ko yi but mo refi yes ati yi e ma refi enti wababa bedu abusua apropro mo remu e de na ba bedru but obaye no I refree aba enti everybody has a turn to share with us, and one day instead of fortune akano say or you're comfortable with it we'll talk more about that. And Yalum Bebre have taken a deadly voyage to get to wherever that they find themselves. And Sankrofor no experience, it can help us in so many ways. Yo, everybody, thank you once again. Oh, I champon. Me brand ya bread here, but my mamra now speak kakra Kadaji, Bamaso. Na boko die
me admo na me share the doors for ewo o maemu abranti na drive na drive see na me share the doors for na me share hey o was the police say jabe baba akwa be say police say jabe kwa oti mamenko koti
okay, all right yati all right, thank you.
Mami frusra menti amanfo na
no problem all right, no problem.
Se me be ya betima ba why
Yo and then say in the next 15 minutes now say me pon enti Dr. Jingo doc oh okay say doc enti me can yeah beko say after doc no
Papa Smalley
doc beka kakra me enko why kakra me enko meet be me ensa.
oh yeah send nsɛmna ne aka no ano nti no o tama so nti no unya meni hwe kan sesei nti no sɛ
Okay, all right, okay.
because the aka na ne aka no what do you say because maybe American so if you don't have a faithful lady so na there Papa Smalley and yenko yanim so what I say yeah because spectators in here Papa Smalley say ko serious mo who was inside the first spectator me boana o hwe boa but two outside that some spectator bi so bad oh citizen na
I mean, you see, young Koma idea earlier on. One way or the other, we should come one day and ask ourselves, in what way can we activate the power to serve within us? So, there is that power within us that wants to serve.
Yeah, but proposing my culture say, everybody, you know, we are dead batteries. We need external force to activate us. So yes, yeah, because when battery is dead, if you want to jumpstart your battery now, you need external thing to jumpstart it. external force, that's what we are lacking. So if you don't have those things in the app, personally, battery ubetimi polish apipa ho kama tuni said yeah about said the battery.
Yo, Dr. Jingo. Yeah, that's it. Also analysis no. It's I know sir perhaps you go through that way on the tangent that we need Jesus to activate the power of service within us. Maybe you would have to throw further particulars to that statement, and then we can all learn and see how Jesus can help us activate the power to serve within us. Thank you very much. Bombard and Nadia will to me. I heard you. I said the time and yet M1 and the internet. Sam, 5 hour the break. Why?
Oh, Papa Smiley, we need a break. This my microphone just thank you for coming through, and shout out to all the listeners for tuning in.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. Say na offer June. Over June. Over. Okay, say offer NTN can. Na offer body or over body. Okay. Any offer. Yes, sorry so. So
yo ene no chana
china beautiful. Na
of apartment so about so very
yeah. Yeah, can't say yes, sorry so. So offer kwa me aba. Ni nyina offer kwa me o.
Offer Kwame ho.
Offer kwa me fa na wo ba djuma on.
Ave tutu ni emebi
Eti bibia da ne kwa mu kama sɛ obuma yɛ adwuma wɔn.
Yebetumi aso mu nkakra.
Okay, all right then. Ɛneɛ edi kan no on my part na mɛda tiefo ase for how far we have come with ɛnɛ dwumadie. Na ɔfa kwame aba yi deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ɔfa kwame ɛbɛhwɛ akyire going forward. Nti